All right, for more on this, we are now being joined by Adele Nazarian, Senior Media Fellow at the Gold Institute for International Strategy. Hi, Adele, and good morning. Well, 1 week into Donald Trump's second term, what are your thoughts about how things have been going?
So I think that, Suzanne, great to be on with you again. Happy New Year. What an incredible way to start the year, let me tell you. I think that we can all agree Trump's presidency, his first week in office began with the force of a tidal wave, nothing less than that, and fulfilling his promises to shake up the political status quo, which is what he did. His first week, of course, in office was nothing short of groundbreaking, definitely embodying America First agendas through rapid, decisive action. I mean, you can say he's part CEO, part, disruptor, and it's all calculated disruptions. That's the difference here. And what we have here is Trump 2.0. He has absolutely learned from the lessons of his first term. He is doing everything that he wanted to do the first time with even more fortitude, with even more knowledge and wisdom behind him. And I think that it was a shakeup to the global order. And it's a way to let the world know and America know that he has America's interests at stake, first and foremost. And by extension of that the rest of the world, I think globally, there's going to be a lot of different countries who are going to be thanking Trump. And of course, others that are going to be reeling from his decisions. Of course, Cuba, one of them, being relisted as a sanctioned country, for example. So definitely nothing short of, no surprises here. But I think everyone's feeling it in the gut now that Trump is back.
It's interesting. I was talking to some New Yorkers by the subway station, and they were saying they even feel safer just going out and about. And New York, it's a sanctuary city. It's, not that close to the Trump White House, but nonetheless, people are feeling it across the country. I totally agree. So from Canada to Colombia, Ukraine, and other places, a lot of people in countries are bracing for the impact Donald Trump's presidency, Donald Trump 2.0, will have on their countries and on relations with the United States. But President Trump made these promises on the campaign trail, and it seems like he's carrying out every single promise that he made one by one. What are your thoughts about how different countries are feeling in sort of working with the United States?
I think that this is a really, really a breath of fresh air. We just saw that Trudeau has announced his resignation a few weeks ago, and I think that's really wonderful news for Canada. I think the best case scenario here for Canada, honestly, and for the US, and I'm going to say this, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, though I haven't said it here yet, is to combat BRICS. I think the best option is for Canada to honestly adopt the US dollar. I think that's definitely a possibility. I think Trump's the only one who can get it done. I think leaders across the world, including, Putin, Zelensky, let's say, to end the Ukraine war, they're also really much more comfortable because they see that Trump is someone who knows how to negotiate. And I think Canadians as well, different countries that you mentioned, they're all feeling there's shockwaves, of course, from Canada to Colombia, Ukraine to Europe. But I think overall, there's a definite sense of, I think, more stability with the fact that Trump works just a transactional framework and how he approaches international relations. And I think everyone, including other world leaders, are tired of putting policy over the actual implementation. And I think that's why, even though it might be uneasy or uncomfortable for some world leaders, they can't help but respect the fact that he's actually someone who gets stuff done, doesn't take 4 years and just talk fluff, basically. He's an executive with implementation capabilities.
Yeah, what a breath of fresh air, honestly. And I think you're right. Those countries also definitely feel what we're feeling here at home as well. Adele, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on WION.
Thank you. Thank you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.